FreshsFlowers podcast. Yes, and this is Freshpisode 1. That's random. Freshpisode 1. That don't even sound right. But it do to me because it's the freshest. Flowers, Freshpisode 1. And you're rocking with the best. Anyways, man, I really want to appreciate those that's taking the time out to view this here. You know, this is my first one by myself. I'm not camera shy at all, but I was working with my bro Mike D. Shout out to my bro Mike D. Unfortunately, right now, we put What's Good podcast on hold, season 2 on hold, because of other personal reasons. You know, it's no issue between me and my bro. That's big bro. But at the moment, you're now tuned in with the freshest, and this is the FreshsFlowers. I will be giving respect. I will be giving advice. I will be taking advice. You can leave the advice in the comments. You can leave anything in the comments if you feel like you need to. But for now, I will be taking advice. Well, not taking advice. I will be giving advice. My bad. This is basically what the FreshsFlowers will be pertaining to. Me giving advice. Me giving flowers to a lot of people that I know and don't know. The kinds act of people. This ain't gonna be no bashing. And if I got to bash, I would do it on something else. But it's not gonna be no bashing on this podcast. So and this is not your regular podcast setting. This is more like a blogging setting, I know, but for me, it's a podcast setting, you dig. So y'all just bear with your boy. Live from Houston, Texas. Of course, we here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it brief. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. Excuse me. Whew, damn. But yeah, I'm gonna touch on a few subjects I was asked to touch on, and we gonna go that way. Excuse me, I keep burping, man. I'm just drinking soda. But I was asked to touch on a few subjects. It's like 4 subjects, Then I'm gonna leave y'all with some advice, of course, some FreshsFlowers. Yeah. People inbox me. I asked people to inbox me what they wanted me to talk about, and I got 4 subjects to talk about. One is careful who you vent to. And we're gonna talk about that because people really gotta be careful who you talk to, and you could be either the person that's getting talked to or the person that's talking to the person, and you gotta be careful on who you really want to be on the cool, because nowadays people will do you bad, bro. People will do you bad. No matter who you are, they will do you bad. So that's one of the topics, and we about to touch on that right now. Man. So basically, I don't know how things gonna be going with this podcast. I'm just gonna touch on the subjects and end with some advice, and then after that, y'all can leave a comment. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all that on here. All that. It's the freshest. Y'all don't know how to spell it, you can cop some merch and you'll see how to spell it. Fresh by nature. You know what I'm saying? Get your merch, man. But let's touch on these subjects, man. First subject right now is be careful who you vent to. Now, I was getting talked to by someone, and this person called themselves venting to me, and I don't mind a person venting to me because I always was told that I'm a good ear, I'm a good shoulder, or whatever you want to call it, and I really appreciate that, because for one, when it's time for me to vent to somebody, I can go to them and stuff like that, and they'll listen, and they'll be a shoulder or whatever, so at the end of the day, we all need somebody to talk to. Some of us go to our sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles, aunties, grandparents. If your grandparents still around, whoever, you go to that person because they give you good advice. And you have to have those that rather listen more than they will talk to you, because once they open their mouth to talk to you, that means they gave you ample amount of time to actually vent and a response is coming right after that, and it's gonna be a respectful response, and you're gonna understand it, and you're gonna be able to do something with that advice once it's given. So just when you decide to vent to someone, just know that person that you're venting to gonna give you some good advice, and you can go to that person and do the same thing, and that person can come to you. That's what I was trying to say. That person can basically come back to you and do the same thing you did to them. So make sure when you do vent to somebody, it's somebody that can actually come back to you and you give them the same advice and stuff like that. Cause steel sharpens steel, man. And we gotta make sure that's the purpose, and that's what we standing on. A solid ground, matter of fact. So just be sure when you vent to someone, it's really, really somebody that care, that loves you unconditionally, man, because those that talk more than they listen lack knowledge, man, and it shows. It shows. So vent to somebody that care, man, like that actually have morals, man, that stand on something, man, like seriously, because these people nowadays, they can just feed you something just to set you up. Some people just don't want to hear you talk. They just want to shut you up and just say anything, and you'll be like, what? Did he just tell? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna listen, and we gonna talk. You gonna hear me out, and then you gonna talk, and then back. It's like we gotta go back and forth. If that's the case, just let me talk, and then you give me some advice, and then I'm gonna respond, and then we go like that. That's just how I see it. So you just gotta be careful who you vent to, man, when you do be able to talk to that person, and don't wait till it's too late to tell somebody how you feel. You can take at least a couple minutes, if you and your lady or you and your dude get into an argument, don't wait till it's too late to say something that happened a month ago, a week ago, or something like that, man. Say that at that moment, or really not even at the moment, just kind of let it cool off, and then think to yourself, how I'm gonna say this and stuff like that, because my mama told me it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So once you be able to know, I'm gonna say it like this, so I won't offend this person. So once you do that, you can sit there and say, hey baby, look, I ain't like the way this happened. Let's go about it this way. However, so this person won't get offended and you won't cause an argument, because it happens, man. People wait till 3 days, 5 days, a month later till you actually say something to that person, and then it's like blown out of proportion. Y'all broke up, and then you all in front of the house waiting on them to jump. It's all types of stuff, man. You don't want to do none of that. You don't want to do none of that. Just make sure when you vent to your lady or your man, just make sure it's the right time. And everybody, when you know it's the right time, everybody know when it's the right time. When everything is calm, man. Like you just gotta stay calm, bro. You just gotta stay calm, and you don't want nobody to blow up in front of you. You don't want to be the person that blow up, because everybody had the moments where they black out, and then they go back and say, I wish I ain't do this, or I would. Come on. We all know when it's the right time. Nobody's that dumb. Well, anyway, but yeah, be careful who you vent to, man. And some people can use it against you too. Like if you got a female friend and you're a guy, be careful when you vent to this girl, because at the end of the day, man, some of them girls can give you some advice to break up with your girl. But you gotta be smart enough to read between the lines, man, because half of the time they be trying to do that, and just like the ladies, you just gotta be careful if you vent to your guy friend, man. Be careful, man. So yeah, it's weird out here, man. Y'all just gotta be careful who y'all vent to. Straight up though, straight up. So I know I be venting to God, man. I do. Sometimes I prefer to vent to him. If you want to vent to anybody, you can vent to him. Your conscience actually tell you, what's right and what's wrong. You'll feel it. It's just what it's supposed to do. You get your feeling, and you'll know what's right and what's wrong. So if you want to vent to God, vent to God. If you don't want to vent to nobody else, vent to God, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta do it. So be careful who you vent to, man. Be careful who you vent to. Please, please, please. Excuse me, excuse me. So, next topic, bro. We gonna keep it moving. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I know. I just know that the way I want to do this right now, you know what I'm saying. Until further notice, I'm doing it this way. But we gonna keep it moving to the next topic. The next topic is let me see, man. The first one out of a relationship and then hops right into another one. Were they cheating or did they find love that fast? Like, do love have a time limit on it? Like, when you fall in love with somebody, do you actually fall in love right then and there? Or was you really just cheating already, fell in love, and you all of a sudden in a relationship? Which one you was doing? Which one you was doing? I mean, I'm waiting. Like, you know, some people be in relationships and be cheating with somebody, and then next thing you know, they hop right into a relationship because, hey, man, I found love while I was with this person. So, I mean, hey, it happens. It happens. And people would say it's wrong because they wasn't in love with this person, but it's like, you felt something the first time y'all met with each other, and it was all laughs and giggles and whatever you want to call it. It was all that and more. Then something happened, and next thing you know, you end up meeting another person. How you met this person, who knows? But you met another person, and next thing you know, y'all falling in love. That means you started cheating. You lost what you had with this person, and you found that in this person, now you're just like, okay, this person ain't satisfying me no more because I'm getting satisfied by this person. Now you're trying to fill in the void, and it's like, why am I doing this? Because you just lost satisfaction with one person and you found it in another person. Now, it's hard to actually say stuff like that because I know people that have been in situations like that. Like, you lose satisfaction with this person. You tell them, hey babe, listen, I'm gonna just put it in any relationship. I don't want to keep using like boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, but I'm gonna use it though. I don't know why I'm doing that. So let's say if you tell your lady or your man, hey man, this is really how I feel about us and whatever, and they don't correct it. So like, when you tell them, hey, I'm done, I don't want to deal with this no more because you're not actually satisfying my needs, do you actually just let them know and let them go? Or you really feel like, okay, they can work on themselves, I can help them work on themselves as time goes and goes, and like, what do you prefer to do? Because you can actually help a person do certain things to fulfill your needs, man. Like, you can talk to them. That's the part of venting. You can talk to them so they can correct their mistakes, and keep it going. So so some people do that. Some people actually talk to their partner and let them know, I'm not satisfied in this department, man. And if it don't, get right, then you're gonna get left. You feel me? but yeah, some people do that, and some people just don't care. And next thing you know, it's Audi 5000. They take off, and they find somebody else to fill in that void. And next thing you know, they with this person, and they get tired, and now they with this person, and now they all full of bliss and stuff like that. So yeah, it's possible to be with somebody and fall in love with somebody else because of this person ain't doing what they used to, and they got comfortable, and now you're just like, okay, you're too comfortable. I'd rather be uncomfortable and don't really want to be stagnant, and I'd rather do different stuff, blah blah blah. So yeah, it's possible, but that don't mean that person, well, it do mean that person cheated or whatever, but sometimes that person can actually break up with a person, get into a relationship like that fast. They can actually find a person right after that relationship. Y'all break up, next thing you know, they on to the next. And it happens that fast. It happens fast, man. And they fall in love and they in love. They never had what they had before. And they just so deeply in love. Ooh. But they in love, man, and love without a limit is serious. It's serious. You just run into somebody you just never ran into, and they don't have to be in the same city, same town. It can be in a different city, different state, or whatever. And next thing you know, you're just all in love, man. And that's the person you married. It's your soulmate, So, it's weird. It's weird. It's really weird. I can honestly say that. But y'all tell me what y'all think, man, in the comments. Let me know, man, because a person can actually be in a relationship for a while and just find somebody that they instantly love. Why? I don't know. It's weird, but where will you go to find somebody that you just instantly fall out of love just to fall back in love with somebody? It's weird, man. It's really weird, but it happens. It happens. I seen it happen before. I heard it happen before. And it's just crazy. It's crazy. Some people just still dealing with that type of situation, man, and it's hard to let go. I don't know what it is, but I'm just saying some people have cheated and found the love of their life, and they are just in love and they're married and stuff like that. It's crazy, but it's like that. It's like that. And some people have gotten out of a relationship and ended up in a relationship, and now they still going to this day. So they still rocking, man, and that's a good thing, I guess. So it's possible to fall in love right after a relationship. It's possible. Anything is possible. If somebody say it ain't possible, then hey, they still looking for love. You feel me? I'm just saying they still looking for love. So yeah, that's another topic, man. We can talk about looking for love in all the wrong places and whatever stuff flying all in my face and stuff like that. But yeah, that's another topic, man. We're gonna talk about another day. So it's possible to actually get into a relationship fast. It's right after you was in a relationship, But I don't know. It's tough with that one though. It's tough with that one. But anywho, on to the next topic, man. This is Freshpisode 1. This is the FreshsFlowers podcast, man. I'm giving advice. I am giving tips. I am giving flowers to those that need flowers, man. But also remember, flowers die. Remember that. Remember that. Respect goes a long way until you did. I hope y'all got that. But anyway, man, on to the next subject, man. Okay, gender roles. We're gonna talk about gender roles and stuff like that. And how can they become successful inside the house and outside the house. That was a good one. That's a good one, matter of fact. That's really a good one. Gender roles, man. I know people will prefer the old school way of making money or having this person work and this person stay home. Nah, let's not even go there, man. Let's not do that. I'm not gonna ruffle no feathers with that, because at the end of the day, we all have a role to play, and we all have people that look up to us and need to really set an example to those that do look up to us, man. And I feel like the gender roles matters. It matters. Like if you're gonna be a pops, when you since you the pops, you gotta do things that men do. You actually gotta do things that men do to make sure your daughter want a man like you, or a man better than you, or somebody that kind of, okay, I want somebody like my daddy, or he gotta be better than my daddy. Just like your son gotta be like you or want to be better than you. Set an example so you can be proud of him or be proud of her because well, you actually got somebody like me or better than me. So as a father, yeah, you have to play a certain part in their life, and you have to be that. This ain't no, y'all know the fathers that's there. Y'all know about the fathers that's not there, and the fathers that make excuses. We not gonna do that though. We not making no excuses. There's no excuses in 2022, man. We not doing that. So at the end of the day, as a father, man, as a husband, boyfriend, partner, or whatever you want to call it, we gonna make sure that we do things the respectful way in these roles we play. So if you with your lady, you know, y'all been together for some while, for a while, for some time. You know your lady ins and outs. You know if she get upset, you know what make her mad. You know what make her happy. You know all this. You know all this. So at the end of the day, be careful when you make your lady mad. Be careful when you make your man mad because you don't want to stir up nothing in the house. You don't want the kid looking at y'all like they always arguing. Always. When the hell is they gonna stop? Straight up. You don't want that because the kids gonna be arguing with each other and they gonna hear you call your wife, boyfriend, this and that, and they gonna be doing the same thing. You don't want that. You gonna want to set an example to where it's a good example and they can follow your lead, and then they can lead after that. So when it comes down to a man in a household, he can pay the rent, he can pay the mortgage, he can pay the notes, the bills around the house. He can cook, he can clean, he can wash, he can do whatever. Women can do the same thing. If y'all want to go half on a car note or rent or whatever, just back up your partner, man. Just back them up. Just be they backup, be they backbone. If they ain't got this, make sure you got it. If, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. It's just, what is this? It ain't no bug. It's like some lint, something flying, man. But yeah, you gotta make sure you can back them up when it's time to, man. Like, I think that's what stress relationships out and don't make them last long because it's a dependency that I don't even know if that's a word. People looking for a dependent, you know, and at the end of the day, I don't depend on nobody to do nothing for me. I don't. You know, if we're in a relationship, then I got it. If I have it, if I don't, hopefully you have it. And vice versa. If not, then we just gotta find a way. Let's put our heads together and find a way to get it. You know, if we don't have it already, we just gotta back each other up when it comes down to the roles we play in this relationship, man. No matter what we doing, if we trying to do a podcast together, if we trying to do a song together, if we trying to do whatever together, man, y'all just gotta back each other up, understand each other, hear each other out, let each other talk, don't over talk nobody, you know what I'm saying? Just all types of stuff to make sure y'all both can eat and feed. So that's just how things gotta play out. That's with any relationship outside of a boyfriend and girlfriend, business partners, you know, whatever it is outside of that, man, you have to make sure y'all hear each other out. Listen. Just listen to each other. That's all it is. Just listen. And once you listen, you can understand. And if you don't understand, ask that person to repeat themselves. You know, me, I'm the type of person, I don't like to repeat myself. I'm just saying, I don't like to repeat myself. But I will, though. You know, because everybody need to understand each other, man. So, the role people need to play in these relationships, man, is an understandable role. Everybody need to be understood. Everybody needs to back each other up. Everybody needs to back each other up. Like, just back them up. You know, that's pretty much what I have on gender roles, man, when it comes down to being in the house, taking care of the kids, making sure they eat. Did they wash they teeth? Wash their face, brush their teeth outside the house. When y'all go to work, or if you coming home, cook or something, or if you be there before me, grab this or whatever, stuff like that, man. We just gotta make sure we back each other up. Just gotta understand each other, bro. It's just certain things that people do to make another person mad. Like, I don't care, I'm gonna do it anyway just to make you mad, and y'all start an argument to have makeup sex. No, I'm just bored. But yeah, man, people gotta understand these roles, man, when they in relationships though. So yeah, I know I'm going over it. Like I said, this is my Freshpisode 1, so y'all bear with me, man. This is one last topic that I'm gonna touch on. Is elevating to the high ride. Y'all remember that song? Y'all know that song. But elevating, man. Damn, camera cut off. Anyways, man, we talking about elevating, and I want to say we got to elevate our mind, bodies, and soul, the way we react to stuff, and more. We have to do things to our best ability. We got to do things to our best ability, man. Whether it's cleaning up your house, washing your car, fixing your car, going to work, doing your job, your relationship with your parents, or with your girl, with your man, with your kids. We gotta do things to our best ability, man. We gotta elevate ourselves, man. There's too much stuff that we done seen on TV, on social media, that brings us down, but we gotta remember where we headed. We have to. We gotta keep elevating. We can't look down, we can't look back. Ain't no excuses in 2022, man. It's none. We gotta elevate. You gotta help each other, give each other good advice, and more, man. Like, straight up. We gotta keep elevating, man. Keep going. Keep going. But yeah, that's my last topic, man. I ain't want to keep y'all that long, man, because my camera might shut off again. But my last advice, my freshest flowers I want to give, are you helping or are you hindering? Which one you playing? Which role you playing in that? Which one you can look in the mirror yourself and ask, am I the helper or am I hindering somebody? Be careful which role you play, man, for real. Be careful which role you play. You can be the helper, but you don't always got to help. You can hinder people, but you don't always have to be the hindering to a person, man. You don't got to always hinder them. Look, man, look at what you're doing. Learn from that. Keep learning and keep learning on what you're doing and who you helping out and who you're not helping out. So which one you play? Which role you play? Man, anyways, man, this is the Freshpisode 1 of the Freshest Flowers. Remember, flowers do die. Respect do die. You know what I'm saying? But these flowers don't disrespect. Don't respect me, I respect you. And that's how we gonna do it. Chill.
I'm hypnotized and I can't snap out it. Slow winding got me wanna grab her by her back pockets to pull her closer, just a groper. The freshest wrong shit if you haven't noticed. Ponde River, me gal and me bota. Skinny jeans got me wanna go skinny dip until I need a floor tie. And then I need a smoke break. I break you off to the road and scrape it. Mimosa drinking, let's toast to the hating. Not on boats, I'm